Team ban.
Hello and welcome everybody in the stream to the UKGL Season 2 group stages. This is round 3 of the group stages. Today we're going to be a game between Ironic and Oxford. Today I'm not joined by Iggy, I'm not joined by Citaliva, I'm joined by a new boy. We have Shenanigans on the line. Hello.
You right there?
Hello.
Sure is.
So this is the first time you're doing a cast, isn't it?
Pretty much. I think me and a buddy were just ironically casting like really bad games we found once, which was great, but yeah, that never went anywhere.
Yeah, I have like I think 23 episodes of us casting awful team games on our YouTube channel. It's the best way to start doing any form of casting, I think. But today it's serious business. Are you excited?
I'm pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited as well. These teams should be excited too. Ironic Cyber Athletes casted on Sunday. Unfortunately, they managed to lose their first game, so they really want to get a win. Oxford, I haven't casted them yet, but they won their first game, so they're already on their way towards those knockout stages. And we've got the bans coming out already. We're seeing Bristleback and Ember Spirit being banned out by Ironic, and Slark being banned out by Oxford so far.
Bristleback's been a popular ban, I hear.
Yes.
At least once or twice.
Everyone hates him.
That's understandable.
I think he's actually been banned in every game I've cast now.
That surprises me. I wouldn't have thought he would have been that much of a problem.
Well, Bristleback is one of those really irritating to deal with heroes should he have a decent start, because you kind of can't ignore him because of the stacks of his spines, or his quills even, and if you do focus him, he takes forever to kill.
True.
And Slark being banned along with
Slark is understandable, of course, at the moment. I'm
Yeah.
still pretty surprised he's got into the pool.
on captain's mode.
Exactly.
He's not actually as broken as he is on pubs in actually organised teams.
It's still extremely powerful. There we go.
Oh, you'll be happy. Invoker's
Not surprised with it. Yeah, not surprised with Invoker popping up here.
Invoker's been picked in every game I've been in. So he's back again, being picked up with a dazzle. Ironic have gone for AA, who, let's be honest, is really broken, especially in the pub scene. It's so broken.
Guy's pretty strong all round, and as we said with Invoker, the new changes to W&E are going to be making him a happy chappy, no longer sitting on mid until he has a Force Staff and a Void Stone.
Yeah, he can actually gank now, and not just with Sunstrike.
He just takes kills.
It's a kill steal spell. But we don't know, maybe they're going to still build him towards that kind of Exort build, you never know. I think it would be a shame to ignore EMP though.
Standard shaky bakey up there.
Yep, so Ironic pick up Earthshaker again. They're a big fan of this hero, and with good reason, because he is pretty strong. The range on Fissure got buffed again. Blink Dagger's buff means he can actually buy it before he gets Arcane Boots, which means, you know, he's already halfway there. Echo Slam is awesome.
Personal favourite with that Blink Dagger buff.
I have so much fun. I mean, I played last night as Doom with a Blink Dagger. It's amazing. You can just blink on people and doom them. It's the best thing ever. They don't know what the hell happened. It's just incredible. I think every hero should buy a Blink Dagger. I don't care what they're playing. IO should have a Blink Dagger. Everyone should have a Blink Dagger.
I'm surprised there's Nyx going out there.
Yeah, well, Nyx is normally like a first kind of wave of a ban, because picking them up early doesn't give away your game plan. When you picked up a Dazzle, you can kind of figure out what they might be doing, because usually Dazzle gets paired up with the strength heroes, the likes of Slardar, for example. Night Stalker is also a big fan because they like to dive, and they can dive and not die for 5 seconds as well, which makes it even more powerful. It gives a lot of sustainability to early push lineups as well, so if they might be going for something to push, that's a distinct possibility. As Ironic going for some more bans, and they have banned out Clockwork. This might
strong solo laner gone there. Oh, Luna out as well.
And yeah, Luna's been in the dust as well. She's been quite a popular pick in the meta. I haven't seen her in this tournament yet, I don't think. As for Clockwork, they got demolished by Clockwork in the last game, so maybe a little respect ban. And lastly, Oxford are going to ban out Morana, yeah.
Standard.
Nobody
wants them having free smokes.
What's your opinion on Morana? Is she too strong at the moment?
No, I playing with you guys and others. Other people seem to have a lot more ire for Mirana at the moment, but I completely understand where it all comes from. Getting fed up seeing her quite a lot, and just people jumping out on your butt isn't so fun.
It's no fun when you've been hit by an arrow and get to stand there for 5 seconds knowing that you're about to die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There's usually about enough time to go downstairs for a drink at that point.
Oh, you got the respawn time as well, so yeah.
Exactly, you just get to leave.
They always take the entire 5 seconds to kill you as well, which is even more annoying.
You got to stretch it out. You got the time just to relax. Don't even need to use abilities. Just auto attack them down. It's fine.
Exactly. It's like they just punish you for being hit by this bloody great arrow that you should have seen coming.
That can hit you sideways. Don't forget.
And upstairs and all kinds of ways that make no sense.
At one point in everybody's life, they've been standing next to the arrow and just it's like that's it. It's missed me. I'm cool. I've got no problems stunned.
What happened in the last game where we played team matchmaking? And I was bounty
Yeah, you weren't exactly very happy about that.
Fucking arrows!
Understandable, but it was the time before that when it glitched and it was like 10 feet away and it still hit you.
But I think they're actually better than they used to be. Now, Rubik being picked up against an Earthshaker and AA is a pretty decent support.
I would have thought that was a definite plan here, especially with AA running around at the moment, with these being pretty strong. You want to steal it. Profit popped up.
Profit? Now we've got a bit of rat Dota going on.
Of course.
It's not complete without a bit of rat.
Gotta have it.
It's whether or not they're going to go full rat and like pick up a Weaver as well or something like that. Or an anti-mage. Though, I don't know if picking up an anti-mage in an environment with an Invoker with EMP is a good idea. If you can get the drop on him, fantastic. If he nukes you and you can't blink, bad things happen.
I'm still waiting to see somebody pull off either in pub or any sort of game EMP and Mana Void shenanigans.
I'm pretty sure I saw Cloud9 do it. But it was a while ago.
How effective is it? Is it as funny as I hope?
If you hit the right guy, it's hilarious because it's like the huge like 5-man nuke that you just did.
Is pretty wide now.
It's pretty much won the team fight before any other spells have been cast. You've done 3 spells. You've done Tornado, EMP, and then Mana Void. And then everyone's like, well, we're fucked.
We're done now. Time to go home.
I'd be curious to see what they're going to go for with the carry for Oxford.
Not a carry.
Possibly a Centaur or on a carry, which means they want to win this really early. Or they could be running him as an offlaner. Or heaven forbid, dual lanes.
Oh,
they happen.
Pub play.
They happen in professional sometimes.
Well,
sometimes you just have to go with what you know.
Well, they could go with a crazy Na'Vi strat that happened last night, where they decided to go for 4 in one lane, so they could push a tower over. Zeus.
I'm down with that. Oh, fantastic!
We should have seen this coming, to be honest. This is
husband myself. Yeah, I can understand that.
This is the global strat. This is the AA Zeus ultimate and Nature's Prophet ultimate, and people like Rubik and Dazzle are going to enjoy dying a lot. Invoker also dying a lot, and it definitely means they can't push. You really want to wrestle early map control away from them if you've got heroes like Centaur Warrunner that's kind of a snowbally.
I understand that where they've come from with their Spectre ban out there. We don't want another global spell lockdown or carry in the same package, but I'm not too enthused with Spectre. Never really have been, but I know some people are pretty die-hard with her.
So you can fight a lot earlier than people give her credit for, especially in a global strat like this. Especially when all you got to do is right-click the person once after they've been nuked to shit. But yeah, I mean, people, if you go phase and drums on us, you can fight relatively okay-ish early on. So you can definitely get pickoffs if you've been maxing out.
You can get pickoffs in this situation.
Anyone can get pickoffs in this situation. Creeps will get pickoffs in this situation. However, that does require the levels, because you want AA's ultimate to be at least level 2, so you want level 11 on him. Zeus, you want to have an Aghanims up. Nature's Prophet, again, the nuke's
He's going to make his own money.
He's going to make his own money. He'll take everyone else's money, though, which might be the problem.
Banning out a strongish carry there. They really need us. They need someone who's going to come online and be able to really take advantage of the space they might be able to make him before all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I mean, they could have thrown something crazy in there like a Viper. Who will
He
go
would just-
pretty well with the Dazzle and the Centaur. But
10
it's where you'd lane
seconds to
him.
go.
He lanes pretty well as an off lane. So
He'll win his lane. It's just depending on how
depends what lane he's on. If he's against
Depends
the
what
tri
lane
lane, he
he's
won't
on,
win it.
depends.
He'll just die.
depends what his buddies get up to.
Yeah, very much so. But there's a lot of gold and levels being required. Ironic, and they've gone anti-Magoo.
Here he is, the man himself, the main event.
Mangina to team up with that Invoker EMP.
I think it's pronounced Magana.
I prefer
I don't know.
Mangina.
Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Mangina.
That's how I like to refer to him.
I know it is.
because he is a walking vagina, who farms for 35 minutes.
He's pretty hot.
If you're into that kind of thing, Faceless Void.
Another favourite of mine. My first hero I played a lot of.
The pain that could follow an Echo Slam, Void Initiation, and those 3 ultimates coming from the
I gotta say, I've got an early siding with Ironic here.
You'd go with Ironic's lineup.
As much as I like what Oxford are doing there, I feel that Ironic are going to be a little bit stronger here.
It seems like they had a game plan,
Power you.
and they've been able to just go, here's the game plan, we've got every hero we wanted, screw everybody else. I think the last game they actually counter-picked a Possum, which might not have fit their team. I don't know, I should have asked them really, but I didn't, because I was lazy.
Some prior research would have been good.
I know they picked it, but I didn't know whether or not they picked it as a counter-pick.
Here's the important part. Ironic going for a boar from a mighty boar. Oxford doled out here with a little green Jade Dragon. Clearly got the courier advantage here.
I can't
over
tell
the
if
dead.
Ironic are going for the ironic pick of the boar because everyone hates it, or if they're just generally that poor they don't have a decent one.
His cold, dead eye.
Everything about him sucks.
He should have a smell trail, I
30
think.
seconds
That would make him
left.
even better.
I'd pay for it.
Alright, so it looks like they're going to have a tri-lane on the bottom with Faceless Void, Ancient Apparition, and Shaker doing their thing. Against a single Centaur Rule Runner who's going to have literally no farm and a fucking horrible time, I'd imagine.
I would not like to be laning. Prophet taking the top seems to
Let's
be.
get this farce over with.
Yeah, he'll get a little bit of fun. We'll do a couple of blocks with his irritating little treants, and then he'll go off into the jungle because he's not going to be able to stop them farming anyway. Come here, Anti-Magoo.
He's gonna have a better time of it than Centaur is.
Centaur is actually lucky that Chilling Touch wasn't started level 1, or he'd have a really fucking horrible time. I imagine that'll be level 2 though. Yeah, he's just sat there being a dick. If they can get a long enough stun off him with Cold Feet and pin him against a wall, then they can actually get Cold Feet off and kill him. Where are you going, Centaur? He's going towards mid, I think.
He'll be alright, but he's already been forced out and Void's just relaxing. He's got nothing in the world to worry about.
He even went Quelling Blade in this game. And bizarrely decided to take a Stout Shield, which I don't see why he would have bothered, because I didn't see that.
Sport's coming on mid to try and catch Zeus out there. It doesn't matter, and Zeus just gently trots out the way.
The Waffle King gives no shits. Centaur is
fine.
almost dead. What's he doing? He's going to salve up now and stay alive. Well, there goes his salve. So off he goes. He also he statted Stomp first instead of statting Return when he was up against a tri-lane. So he's going to have a horrible time. Lucky for him, the wave is being pushed by Munchie at the minute. Ah, he's been a naughty boy and he's
Prophet
warded.
gonna drop first blood.
First blood.
Just in time. He got exhorted in the face as well with a Sunstrike. So that's not great for him, but he's TP'd straight back in. He's actually gonna. I wouldn't bother staying around here if I was him. Like I said, I'd be like, screw this. Where's me jungle? That being said, the jungle's been warded. He's blocked the pole camp. So he's only blocked the pole camp though. What do you really think the battle plan is with this Centaur War Runner?
I assume he is just going to try and get as much levels as he can and probably just leave once he has Stampede. I can't see him doing any good down here, so I presume they're going to gang up, try and take out, get picks where they can. Hopefully they could probably prevent some of the other parts of the global machine gaining experience and getting, well, their second levels in their ultimates. Ultimately, I would be worrying right now. But then that's why I'm not playing competitive, so there we go.
Hey, we kind of almost played a competitive game once. It was competitive, just not in the tournament. And it was awful. The thing I worry about Centaur War Runner is he really wants a Blink Dagger. Or he wants an early Vanguard. And
he needs, he doesn't function entirely on his own.
No, I mean the levels are great, don't get me wrong. Especially because, the higher his strength gets, the better Stampede gets. But, I don't know. It was a decent block on the pull-through camp though. It's really kind of screwed the battle plan of the Faceless Void, who wants to be farming up. Oh, we just got smoke actually going towards mid. Ancient Apparition and Earthshaker. Tried to kill this Invoker, who is one of the heroes you do need to kill in the laning stage if you can. Because we're not going to be able to.
He's going to be a linchpin later on. He really does need to be. Now, piece been discovered. Invoker stays way back.
Especially there's a ward right here as well. They're going to walk past it, so he'll be perfectly safe. Just send out a Forward Spirit as well, just to scout. He's actually looking for the rune spot.
Screw to what I was saying earlier about EMPs for mana voids is starting out a general exort heavy Q&E build here.
Yeah, which was a little bizarre, but I suppose he's just stuck with what the hell's ironic? What's Muffin's doing? Just casually walking past the Invoker for some reason.
Small scrap between Faceless Void and Centaur War Runner down here.
Yeah.
Though generally it comes off kind of nastily for Mr. Centaur.
Yeah, well,
Getting a couple of lucky bashes there.
and Faceless Void actually does a reasonable amount of damage early on. Now we've got dual mids going on here right now. There will be a try mid in a second when the Waffle King gets back because Rubik's rotated to protect. I don't really know what's going on. It's kind of bizarre.
Anti-Mage I presume is going for the long game here. He's clearly saving up for his Midas. So you believe Oxford then will be trying to aim for a longer game as possible? Try and weather out this amount of AoE attacks they're going to be throwing at them every 90 seconds?
The thing is, although it kind of benefits Anti-Mage to go late, it normally goes late for one reason only. Because he farms 6 items quicker than anyone else. The same way Alchemist can farm incredibly quickly.
It's just the state of the map is going to be when he gets around to it.
Yeah, and I don't see a Midas being a decent pickup on him. Because I can see it being picked up on the Invoker, it'll be useful for that. But for him, all he needs is a Battle Fury to farm, and he'll farm quicker than the Midas is going to benefit him anyway. So maybe he's just saving up for Battle Fury or something. I don't see a Midas. If I see a Midas come out for him, I will be very shocked, but it's a possibility, I suppose. But in late game wise, he doesn't beat Faceless Void. There's very few heroes that beat Faceless Void late game.
Yeah. We're certainly getting Midas out on Faceless Void, Midas out on Invoker.
Oh, it might be a long game. It might be a long game.
Not sure if this is just security for the Faceless Void. He felt he could get it, so he might as well snag it, get some attack speed.
Yeah, why not?
He's pretty comfortable. I don't think he's had any sort of problems down here.
Doing a little pull through for him.
Centaur's getting more than I had expected of him.
He was left alone, so he got a chance to actually do some damage, which was nice.
Himself a pair of tranquils. Great, we both missed Nature's Prophet's second death here.
He just shouldn't be on lane now. It's gone past the moment where being on lane is useful for him.
He's been very effectively denied. In fact, Mr. Centaur is doing better than him than I didn't expect, so there we go. That's my first prediction gone wrong. In he goes, straight into the jungle. Oh, not into the jungle. Oh, he's going to help his buddies.
changing his TP spot twice. There you go. Let's see if they can kill this centaur. No, the thing.
Little apprehension there. He's got Stampede though. He doesn't really have much to worry about.
And he's away. Dazzle also rotating just to make sure he stays alive. Dazzle going for the Maxim Poison Touch build. Yay! I love it when they do that. It's my favourite build.
Is it still worth? Well, last time I was playing Dazzle a lot, we were trying to leave off going Poison Touch.
Poison Touch is so much better now than it used to be. You don't really need higher than 3 levels in it. The 4th level isn't really worth the point half the time. And Cold Feet again on the Soul Centaur. He's just too quick for it to ever take effect. The only time it's ever going to work is when they're in the Chronosphere, I think.
Well, he's certainly got his. I expected him. He's got his levels now. He's getting farm at a steady rate. He's got his own support now, as they clearly don't need Dazzle up top anymore.
They haven't need Dazzle up top at all, really. I suppose he was there for the kills.
Maybe they were expecting a little bit more resistance up top, but it seems to be entirely ignored, so Anti-Mage is just chilling out. No Midas on him, as we said. He's snagged his boots. Kill going on, but I think they'll be alright. No.
Yeah, he's dead. Again. Seriously, Prophet, abandon the off lane. It's gone. You're just feeding an Anti-Mage at this point. Actually, Anti-Mage hasn't got any of the kills. Both his supports have taken the kills. Dazzle's got 1 and 2 on the Rubik. Now Rubik can buy all those fancy shiny wards instead of the regular ones. Chronosphere going out. He's going to try to kill the Dazzle, but I don't think he's got enough damage. He's going to need some help. Here comes Zeus as well.
Zeus it though. Ooh.
Looks like they're going to lose the War Runner though. If Zeus decides to change his target, he wants this Dazzle. He's being juked in the trees, gets the Dazzle. He's also going to pick off the Centaur War Runner. Oh, Sunstrike. Oh, right in the face! But Zeus manages to stay alive. The Waffle King, apparently immortal, as all gods should be.
He is.
He is. So that's 2 kills in this bottom lane, which is at least even things up a little bit more, especially than the last game we watched with these guys. But yeah, Faceless Void going late. He's going to go late because he's Faceless Void, and he likes being late because he is late.
He's not late because he's made of time.
Exactly. They work on Void time.
Was that like a really awful time zone or something?
It's a time zone that has no time, while it's also all time.
I don't like it.
It's a confusing.
I don't care for it.
He needs to be careful though, because Centaur's come back in and he's alone. He does have his jump, which he's actually gone for the max out on, so he's been really safe.
Yeah, hasn't really had much to worry about for a long time, so I guess he's just playing it safe and going, no, I don't want to be cocky. I'm expecting everything to go bad on me. Oh. More fights on mid over here.
Yep, looks like they're going to go on Greg, but he'll be alright.
He's got nothing to worry about.
The thing I'm most sad about is this Nature's Prophet's level 4.
I would be sad.
He's got 1 level in Treants, and he's level 4. He's the same level as the supports that have been in a tri-lane, and he was solo laning.
I feel he, maybe, a long time ago was hoping to not jump into the jungle, to be more of a global player and just be everywhere, but
no,
his lack of levels and dying.
He's going to try to man up here. They managed to keep the Invoker in. Zeus ult comes out as well. Dazzle keeping Rubik alive, but Rubik getting frozen solid by the Ancient Apparition. Here comes Void. He's going to try to clean up. He's hitting the Invoker. Can he actually bring him down before time up? No, Cold Snap now on the Void. Oh, he hasn't got enough damage. He needs to get out of there before he's dead as well. Centaur rotating towards mid too.
Ancient Apparition could have lent him...
He has an invis. He's going to go on Munchie Biscuit. He's in big trouble. Munchie Biscuit brought down.
Void falls.
Yep.
Saying in that fight, Apparition could have lent Void a chilling touch there, and I think it probably would have secured the kill.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly. He's actually got a...
saying that he's on the other team.
No.
No, he's not. Hang on. Am I getting people mixed up?
Yep. You're getting AA is on the Void team.
I
you were right the
doubted
first time.
myself.
Do not doubt yourself. Even if you're wrong, just continue to go on as if you were correct. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Ancient Apparition actually going naked point booster at the minute. So he's going to try to get the Aghanims, apparently before boots.
All in.
All in on the Aghanims. That's their strat.
All on eggs. Which is, to be honest, pretty strong anyway, so what are we complaining about?
I'm just worried about his ability to actually run away from impending death.
Certainly not like Zeus is, who finally meets the ground.
Yeah, I managed to miss that one as well. It's been a fantastic day for me missing things going on. I apologise for
Stop
everybody.
pinging like a Russian on the map for you.
Bing, 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 bing! Yes, please do. Oh no,
Well played,
action,
well played, well
action! Oh, so
No,
that
that
Faker
was-
going back to spawn with no HP. Thanks for the warning. He might be sunstriked. You never know.
finally, Mr. Prophet gives up and returns home,
in the jungle. At least he's not cliff jungling at this
where
point.
you belong, you horrible green man.
He desperately needs these levels though.
I don't know if he'll really be able to catch up now.
He hasn't even got a Midas. He's
With
going
a
for
lot of
mechanism.
a lot of Midases on the map, he's going to be left behind. Well, two's a lot for me.
Even one's a lot.
I don't really like Midas, to be honest.
Oh, this is the scary pickup.
I went through a period where I was obsessed with it, and then it's like I'm using money I could have spent on damage.
Void needs to be a bit more aware of his. He's got pinged out actually. The Invoker. He's going to jump away. TP support is coming in, but there's a Blink Dagger up on Centaur Runner. I don't, or not yet actually. It's coming out to him soon on the courier. He's bought it, but there you go. It's on its way. Invoker's just going to turd about and steal all their farm in their jungle.
Why not?
Well, AA looks like he might be in big trouble right now. He's going to be double teamed by the support duo.
Zeus comes in to try and make.
Yeah, but he does nothing. Or doesn't do enough damage to really contribute. Cold Snap is out on him now. Rubik with a Fade Bolt. He's trying to get behind his tower, but I think he's going to go down as well, and Zeus is dead too. It's not looking too good for Ironic at this stage.
My favourite's going down.
It's the curse of
Another
the
attempt to
cast.
kill Mr. Centaur, but he's
If that's something you
just
really
calmly
structures
trots his
have
4
been
feet out of the
fortified.
way.
Radiant's
Problem is, you're trying to kill
middle
like the
tower is being
tankiest thing on their team.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And he hasn't even used his Stampede yet to try and escape.
Radiant's middle
Hasn't
tower
really
has been
needed that.
destroyed.
It's a good point. He does, especially with his Blink Dagger now. To be honest, I would have thought now he has it, he would have left.
Well, his team just got a tower. They're going to rotate towards bottom. They're probably going to kill off Void if they can get a chance to do so. There is a decent enough ward, so they should see him coming. It did just expire though. There was pinging up on Muffin. Muffin's found Greg. He's been lifted up. He's being thrown towards the Invoker.
Radiant's middle
He's managed to
tower
steal
is
Fissure
under
off him as well, so he's definitely dead. They've got Cold Snap on him. He's actually blocked in by the Rubik as
That was
well.
a beautiful block there. I don't quite understand. Before Rubik picking up the regeneration rune dropped a Iron Branch floor, as if it would take up a hole in his inventory.
Maybe he just hates Iron Branches.
I hate Iron Branches. Jesus fucking Christ!
They're the best things ever. They make my wand. I love them.
I
And they
do
make
like
the
wands.
mechanism. Oh, this Void is going to be toast if he's not careful. Yeah, he's dead.
Murder spree.
The importance of warding. His ward is gone. And even though he knew that Muffin died around here, he still decided he'd stay there and farm.
Anti-Mage has been entirely ignored this entire game.
Tower is under
Now
siege.
picked up his Battle Fury.
Yeah, it's a 15.5-minute Battle Fury. So he's well on his way to getting that
Radiant's bottom
25-minute
tower has
Mana
been
Style.
destroyed.
First.
Murder spree.
Ooh.
Great teamwork.
Muffin is dying again.
Dominating.
Poor Muffin.
Double kill.
I think he kind of tried to TP in to deny the tower, and unfortunately he was TPing on 3 heroes and died. So another
Effectively, Ironic running on 4 men at the moment as Prophet attempts to be a teleporting mechanism.
once he finishes the mechanism,
He's not far. Oh, I guess he's got a long way to go.
especially if he's just doing one camp, and he's about to be spotted out by this Invoker. Actually, they're going to go on the Invoker.
Wizards.
Yule Scepter keeps him in the fight at the moment. Killing Touch being used, but I don't think they can get him. Here's Rubik, his backup. Oh no, that's a dead Evil Pooley. Does he get the ultimate off though? And Zeus ultimate as well. Might be a dead Invoker. Ultimate coming out
I
from...
would say so.
He's going to shatter, surely.
Nope.
No!
And then
Safe
just to make sure we
word,
got a
just to make
safe
sure.
word.
Well, that was the
Safe
combo they
word.
wanted, but because they're so far behind at the moment, they don't have the levels. Actually, here's
Zeus
Waffle
tempting
King.
fate.
Yeah, and he's got Cold Snapped. 4 staff up on Rubik, and they're just going to pick him off. There's nothing he can do. Waffle King, sorry, Muffin comes in and throws out a stun, but it's not going to be enough. And it's another dead hero. And Ironic not having the greatest time right now. They're so far behind, and they're behind an anti-mage as well. He's not even doing anything. They're being trounced by a 4-man team at the moment.
Growing to a rather large gold advantage to Dire as well as an XP advantage.
Oh, they've got
The ace in the
15 to
hole
3.
will have to be Void.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, but where's his damage gonna come from at the moment? He's trying to get a tower, but he might die if he isn't careful.
He's trying his best to get up a maelstrom as quickly as he can. Another fight going on mid here.
I don't care either.
Seems
Over
it's
the tower.
not really worth it.
Stomp comes in from the Centaur War Runner, and down comes a meatball that actually misses him because of the Yule Scepter timing.
That was something of a ruin that I feel they would have got Zeus there with a little better coordination.
Yeah, the AA ultimate only hitting Invoker, but it's still such a low level it can't really do anything. Centaur's actually becoming pretty tanky right now, especially now he's got his Hood of Defiance up. Moving that into a mechanism. The mechanism? What the fuck am I on about? Pipe of Insight, I imagine. Ultimate comes out from Zeus again. They're just gonna kill Muffin off solo in the middle of their team and walk away. What the hell is going on?
A worrying little fight on bottom here as they try and take out Void.
He's gonna TP out though, he's gonna be saved. Zeus managed to throw his ultimate out before ultimately dying. It looks like they're gonna pick off Nature's Prophet as well. Definite Blast comes out, one more hit and he's dead as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ironic just go, you know what, GG. This is not going anywhere near the plan. The plan is gone.
Though the considered game plan was there, they just don't seem to have been able to pull it off.
They just struggled to get the levels. I really think Nature's Prophet after his first death should just went, you know, fuck this lane. It's not working. There's too many of them. They have a guy who burns my mana. Let's screw this lane and just do something else. Punchy Biscuit is incredibly close to that centaur right now.
I'm still looking to Void to bring this all around. Although with towers,
Run, Void!
entire first line of towers gone now.
Tier 2's almost dead in mid as well. And they've got none, despite having a Prophet. Rubik looks like he's building a Yule Scepter as well.
Just to save people getting into bad situations.
And to just, you know, annoy people, because it is irritating.
Like Void there. Going for a quick spin.
Oh, Invoker's gonna go the Radiance build. He's got a Relic. Unless he's gonna go Divine Rapier. Is he that confident?
He is maxing out Exalt there. He does want to be the fariest man on the field.
Run around literally on
With
fire.
Ember Spirit banned out earlier, I guess he can be.
It's the new version.
Sunstrike comes in, but just kills grass. Stomp on 2 heroes. AA is dead. Muffins is going to fall next. Stampede as well. He's going to chase after the Zeus. Zeus doesn't want to be involved in this fight in any way at all. He wants to get out of there.
I'm done, man.
And mid tower's down. The tier 2 is down, so there's like no map control for them at all. It's only 20 minutes in, and all they have is a Maelstrom and a Midas on their carry.
Void desperately needs to get back to start joining into these fights. I guess he did. He was there a minute ago, but now just pushing out bottom there, trying to snap up as much money as he can.
Yeah, and Anti-Mage just took down their tier 1 up top. He's going to try to push over this tier 1 on bottom, but there is a TP coming back already. It's Rubik. He's just going to drag Creep Wave away. Will Munchie do anything? Apparently not.
Still with his Maelstrom up, he might as well just Chronosphere and try and take it.
Rubik has his leap. Bunch of biscuits in deep shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, wonderful play by the Invoker. And the Rubik actually, just to make sure. And yeah, Munchie's risk trying to get a tower and getting some extra gold is just not great. Also, look at this ward. Sneaky, sneaky ward. Right in their base.
Do enjoy a good base ward. Although usually the only way I know to do it is the in front of the buildings that are on the very edge of the base. Otherwise I can't get my placement right because I'm awful.
That's why you play cores, because you can't ward. Yeah, so 21 minutes
Too
in.
like the Terrorblade.
He's not even a core, he's just our team. Yeah, Anti-Magoo, he has got himself the...
I'd like him
gonna
to
watch
come and
Muffin
join this
die.
game. I mean,
I was just watching Muffin desperately trying to stun while being cold snapped. AA's gonna die again. Waffle King's next on the list.
kill.
Yeah, he's down as well. There's just nothing they can do. They're so incredibly far behind right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And it's just a Void on his own. The ult for Nature's Prophet is down. Zeus is dead. There's no Echo Slam because oh no, here goes, and Munchy Biscuit's gonna die horribly.
Ooh.
Yep, he's dead.
Great teamwork, you vicious thugs.
They just have so much initiation right now with these Blink Daggers and Rubik with a 4-staff and the leap.
Have we even seen a good Echo Slam come out in this game? He has no way to deliver it, of course. Divine your Rapier up on...
Dire's middle tower.
Now this is their only hope. Kill Invoker and let Void have it, and he might be able to do something. Problem is killing
all
the
eyes on
Invoker.
the Invoker. We've got to see if he rigs this out.
I really hope he loses it because it's always funny. A blink in from Centaur picks
I
off
want my
AA
favourites to
again.
get through here.
Waffle King and Muffin's in deep trouble. Oh, he stole Cold Feet and used it on Waffle King. He's dead as well. These are 2 sets of racks. You've got to appreciate their British determination to keep going despite the fact they were
Nope, there it is.
pretty much screwed. That's going to be a depressing, sad thing. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I will mention it now. Munchy Biscuit. He was on Fails of the Week this week. Not for this match.
That would have been, well,
MVP AM.
yeah, didn't really actually get to do anything there.
There'll always have been an anti-mage. Either you get to do nothing, or your team doesn't look after you enough, and you get to do nothing.
Or they die and you
You get nothing.
die. You get to do dying.
He's quite good at avoiding the dying.
Mm.
I mean,
But there we go. My prediction gone. Just better plays one out over a game plan, to be honest.
I think they struggled to get the levels they needed on the heroes they wanted. They wanted obviously Zeus got his levels because he was mid, but they weren't getting the levels on Nature's Prophet and AA.
None of their big guys got their level 11, so you're just tickling, really.
Yeah, if they'd got those level 11s and they hadn't been so rolled over by this Centaur War Runner and the support play actually on Oxford was superb. Rubik and Dazzle were both really, really good. If it had been a lot more even and it'd gone into the mid game with those levels being stacked up on both teams, I think that game plan would have been wonderful. Unfortunately, it just didn't get anywhere near that stage, did it?
I feel somewhat that although they felt that they could leave Void as they could, farming away in lane, it stopped the Centaur being denied as effectively as he could have been, and he really became a central part of their play later on. If they'd stuck in lane and really made his life miserable, may have stood a better chance later on, although the Invoker was also playing top of his game there as well.
Yeah, they had a lot of things they had to kill. The Anti-Mage, you need to kill him. Invoker, you need to kill him. And Centaur War Runner, don't necessarily need to kill him, but you need to make sure he doesn't kill anything and doesn't get any farm. Because once he has a Blink Dagger, it's literally all he needs. Boots, Blink Dagger, he's sorted. He can just blink in, slam something in the face, do double edge, and he's practically killed whatever he was attacking.
As he did with poor Mr. Point Booster there.
Yeah, Evil Pooley just got stomped all over by the Centaur War Runner. But it's to be expected when he's doubling your level.
That's also a point.
Over doubling his level.
Ancient Apparition generally made of paper anyway.
Yeah.
With no items, just seems to be a sad, sad world to live in.
They had a super level dependent support duo in Earthshaker and Ancient Apparition, and to be fair, Earthshaker does need farm as well because he needs that Blink Dagger to really be at his best, in my opinion. Suddenly Echo Slam is like the most useful thing that can ever happen.
Never really got near his Blink Dagger though.
No, he's just wandering around with boots and branches.
Looking rather sad with his Basilius. There's no mana in it.
Mana regen and armor. It's all good.
It wasn't though.
It wasn't enough. That was the problem. They kind of meandered around in the middle in their tri lane. They couldn't do the pull through like they wanted to, because of the Centaur War Running's warding. But if they tried to rotate mid as well, but unfortunately the smoke got revealed and they walked under a ward, and just a couple their ganks didn't go the way they wanted to. Whereas Nature's Prophet was busy feeding up top. I can see why you put him up there against a tri-lane, but he just doesn't do it against a tri-lane. He can harass them early on with treants, and he can stop their pull through for a little bit.
It's got rather nice animation.
But yeah, past that, he doesn't do anything against a tri-lane. He's pretty good one-on-one, but tri-lane wise he's crap. And to be honest, anti-mage one-on-one against Nature's Prophet has the advantage because of mana burn.
It's just nothing. It really wasn't going to go in his way at all.
No, so that's...
At least he got that mechanism.
Eventually, I didn't see it actually be used, but he had it.
Sure
just
did.
in case. But yeah, the game plan was a solid one. I really liked it. I like seeing global strats. They're good fun, but it just didn't work out for them. And they kind of got stomped into the ground by an Invoker and Centaur Warrunner.
I'm sad to see Zeus not do well.
He did okay. He got a kill.
That doesn't console me.
It doesn't console you. I'm very sorry that you didn't get
Better
to watch,
be sorry.
Didn't get to see Zeus murder everything. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you everybody who tuned in to watch this game between Ironic and Oxford. We will probably be doing another game in another couple of days, as is the way with this tournament. Two more games remain, I believe, or three more games. No, 2 more games. Yes, I'm right. I'm confusing myself. 2 more games for these teams to see if they can make it through the group stages. The top 2 teams in the group stages will make it through. It's not looking too great for Ironic at this point, as they've got 2 losses. But you never know.
Have they got a chance to pull themselves out of the hole?
I'd have to look at who's got the points in the other teams. I know Oxford have got 2 wins now, so they're almost guaranteed getting through. If they win one more,
they're fine.
they'll probably be good.
What I've seen today, I don't think I've got any worries about them getting
They played really
at
strong.
least a little bit further. They almost didn't turn up. We missed lazy ass. Oh, we don't even need to turn up. We'll win anyway.
They wouldn't have won if they hadn't turned up.
True. You do have to turn up to win.
They played really well, so there's no begrudging in the victory that they managed to earn themselves. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. The stream is now over. Now you need to go home.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Exactly. Be gone. Cheerio.